Ladies and gentlemen, today is a remarkable day. Today we do our final chapter of 2022 here at MMA Complete. Everybody, a round of applause. Woo! Okay, so we got a lot in store today. We have a big show to cover. Might even have to do it in two parts. But today is the 2022 third annual MMA Complete Superlative show. We are joined today by one of the fucking OGs of MMA Complete. One of the best jiu-jitsu artists in Rhode Island, now in Arizona, and one of my dearest and most longtime friends. We know each other since fucking preschool, bro.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Mark Tozy. Everybody, give him a round of applause for Mark. Everybody? What's going on,
Thanks
buddy?
for the warm welcome, Zach. I hope you guys like that two truths and a lie right there. Pick which one it is.
Which one was the lie?
Definitely the jiu-jitsu. But we'll keep them guessing. We
got Austin and Steve, longtime co-host of the show over the last couple weeks, joining us very soon. But we are starting the Superlative show today. I cannot lie to you. This is my favorite thing of the year.
Fucking excellent.
I absolutely said that before the start of the rankings show as well, because I love doing the rankings. If you guys didn't check that out, go to our Twitter page at @complete_MMA. I'm going to throw it up on the graphic for you real quick, where we have been doing a lot of great content lately. We currently have a tweet that just got over 1,000 likes. So
big round of applause here. Come on.
Oh, just round of applause all around, dude. And it's been a lot of fun. Make sure you guys go check that out. You can also go check out our articles page at Complete Articles, where you will find our article that I put out for all of the complete rankings for each division. And the shows that we did over the last week, the UFC or the MMA Complete Rankings show, part 1 and part 2, are on our YouTube page, which is MMA Complete Podcast, as well as our Christmas special that we did, that we talked about our wish list for 2023, which is a great show.
Oh, yeah.
But today's going to blow them all out of the water. Today will be the best show, the most marketable show, and the best thing that we do all year, because we are here, 1, to talk about the best of the best, 2, to talk about the worst of the worst.
Oh, yeah.
And 3, we're here to make some fucking waves. We're not going by the UFC's opinions. We're not going by MMA Twitter's opinions. We're not even going by experts' opinions, because we are not experts. We're dumbasses. We just have a fucking podcast that we can broadcast our thoughts on.
Zach, you're an expert.
All right, I'll take that. I'm a little bit of an expert, but I'm really not. I've just been watching the UFC since I was like 10 years old. And is that light like right in your face? You want me to move that?
No, it's not bothering me at all.
You're good? All right, cool.
Yeah, hides my pimples.
Do you mind? You know what? Do you mind pointing it a little bit towards the middle though?
Yes, for sure.
All right, that'd be perfect. Cool. All right, so they fucking rolled a cannon out there.
Oh yeah, a tuba.
So there'll be what'd you say?
A tuba.
A tuba. Oh, they rolled a fucking balloon guy. They rolled a fucking chimichanga out there. So we're gonna do is we're gonna vamp a little bit. I'm gonna kind of give you a little bit of a history of where the podcast has been, where the Twitter's been, because we've been popping off on Twitter over the last year, over the last 6 months.
Yep.
So I took you over a little journey of our best tweets over the last 6 months. We've had a lot of tweets go viral, and we currently have one that is currently viral, which is crazy to say. It's only the second time we've had a tweet go viral at the start of a podcast.
Oh yeah, that thing's bumping.
What are we at now?
Wow.
We are at 1,050 likes. We're at 80,000 impressions, 2,000 engagements. Khamzat Chimaev gets finished by Colby Covington, and you all have to deal with that. That is our tweet that's going viral right now.
Are we thinking KO for that? Is that what we're thinking?
I'm thinking submission, bro. I'm thinking Colby. No, I don't. I think he knocks him out.
TKO,
I think he rocks him standing, and then he takes him down, finishes him ground and pound.
I'd love to see that shit.
That's what I think. Listen, Colby Covington is pound for pound a top 5 fighter in the UFC. At me. Fucking at me. I don't care. Colby Covington not only is one of the greatest fighters, but he is one of the best mouths the UFC has ever seen.
Oh, he's dirty. He's dirty. He's down with the dogs in there.
My favorite comment that Colby Covington has ever said was after he beat Jorge Masvidal, he said that he's waiting for Dustin Poirier to pick up the phone to fight Colby, and he will wait until Dustin's done cucking his wife with Conor. That came out of Colby's mouth. The fucking genius that this man is.
He's a wizard. He's America's champ.
I don't even know why I like Colby, dude. Like, he stands for everything I hate in MMA. He is such a fake trash talker, which is the thing I hate the most, but he does it so fucking well. In my opinion, he's a better trash talker than Connor and Chael.
Oh, I think it just is sheer direct and pitbull approach to it. You know, he just doesn't fucking stop. Yeah, exactly.
Shame. I would say that Chael's the godfather of shit talking.
Yeah, he definitely ignited a new era in the UFC for shit talkers.
Right. And he did it before Connor. You know, Connor, I honestly think that if Chael Sonnen was from Ireland, he would be the face of
God.
What do you call it? What's his whiskey? Proper 12.
Proper 12.
I think he would be the face of
big
Proper
Chael
12.
Sonnen face on there.
I think so. It's crazy the amount of attention and popularity superstars can bring to themselves just from being from fucking another country. Like, look at what Paddy Pimblett did.
Yeah, exactly. You just bring over an entire fan base, and America will adopt you.
Right.
That's one thing that's certain. America's going to take you if you're a foreign champ.
Austin has a great take. It's the accent.
Ooh, yeah.
It's the accent that really fucking takes off.
We're wicked fucking stupid over here. So, like, that shit might fucking be what pulls us in.
Right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to take a quick commercial break while we wait for Austin and Steve to get down here so we can start the 3rd annual Superlative show. Once again, you're watching MMA Complete Podcast. Shout out to Fans Only Sports for our sponsor.
Sports.
Go check out our Twitter @complete_MMA, our YouTube page, MMA Complete Podcast. Go check out our Twitch channel, Complete Sports, that we post sporadically on, but we're trying to get on board soon. And we will be right back with more of the 2022 Superlative show. Band is there MMA Complete's is Fans Only's YouTube. So that's the only thing that could get in harm's way. So we shouldn't talk about it, but we've been talking about it for like 6 months, so we're good.
Whoopsies.
Yeah. We actually haven't been putting a lot of bets down. I mean, you know, the UFC hasn't had any fights in a week now.
Not worth betting on, you know.
I would have done so well in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks of the UFC though. The last fight night, Cannonier versus Strickland, and the pay-per-view, UFC 282.
Yeah.
I took 3 bets. I took 3 picks for both cards, and I went 6 for 6.
Damn, good for
you,
you,
man. I
did
not bet.
Oh, no, just your picks fucking road. That is rough.
Hey, but you know what? You live, you learn.
At least you didn't bet on Usman. Cheers to that.
Yeah. I will tell you, though, me and Austin did both put a good 3 units
on Usman.
Each on Kevin Holland.
Oh.
Who just got TKO'd or doctor stoppage.
Against, who was he fighting again?
Stephen Thompson.
I loved that fight. I hate to
Dude, that was one
of
the best fights.
It was so good.
It was on the fast track for Superlative of the Year for Fight of the Year. It was my number 4 Fight of the Year.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. It was a good stand-up battle. And I mean, there was like a couple takedowns, I think, for both of them.
Mm-hmm. No, Holland had 2 takedowns, and as soon as he did, he just got right up and said, "No, we're standing, we're striking."
That was gangster. They said it was going to be a stand-up bout,
which he shouldn't have done. Because if he would have taken him down, the only reason Holland lost that fight is because he broke his hand. He broke his hand in the beginning of the third, or in the end of the second round.
Yeah,
and he was possibly winning 2-0, and then Wonderboy dominated him in the third and the fourth round, and that's why they stopped it.
Those late rounds, man. Wonderboy he does not run out of energy.
Wonderboy's 39 years old and he still looks fucking prime.
It's crazy. He's such a nice guy too. Like
he's a really great guy.
Like I'm not sure. Have you followed with like his YouTube channel or like Demetrius Johnson's?
I follow Demetrius Johnson, the stuff that he puts out.
The Mighty Mouse Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love when UFC fighters do that and they open up into a different like hobby.
He had a Twitch stream when he fought Ray Borg in the UFC that he like logged off of his Twitch stream. Said like, "Hey, later, guys. I just got to go fight this guy real quick." Co-main event to the pay-per-view.
Title bout?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Beat Ray Borg in the Mighty Whiz Bar.
Yeah.
Where he fucking suplexed him and caught him in the
fucking arm. That was amazing.
That was ridiculous. And then he goes back on the Twitch stream 2 hours later. He's like, "All right, guys, I'm back."
Dark Souls?
I have no idea what he was watching. But I just think that's so funny. He was like, in the back of his mind, he's like, "I just want to get back to Twitch. Like, can this guy just tap?"
I know, literally.
That's so crazy.
He's not even fucking stressing over a fight. I train under a coach over in Arizona now who fought with Mighty Mouse.
Mm-hmm. No shit.
Yeah, I forget how to pronounce his last name, but his first name's Chris. Chris DeZizos or something like that. I don't want to be that asshole. Pretty nice gym, you know?
No shit.
Rise Combat over in Tucson.
Dude, you're over in Arizona. I could
probably go train like a guest
train with Sean O'Malley.
Dude, fucking Sean O'Malley, Justin Gaethje, I think is over there. Are they in Colorado? Just
Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado is Gaethje, Namajunas,
really,
and Usman.
Oh yeah, Rose, Usman, Gaethje. Yeah,
they all train under Trevor Whitman.
Greatest coach.
One of the. So he didn't have a great year this year.
Yeah,
but he was 2021 Coach of the Year
for sure for
MMA Complete.
Oh, I'd like
in our second annual Superlative show, which you can go check out on our YouTube page, which is highlighted right now in case you guys want to go see last year's results.
For sure.
You know what? That's actually I'm going to do that because that's a good way to start the show. Talk about last year's results.
Yeah, a little highlight.
So last year's results. Is this all I have? I did way more cards than this. You know what? Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Do you see those index cards down there?
Yeah.
That's Superlatives for last year.
The 2021.
2020, yeah, should be. There should be like 2 cards, I think.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
I can see off the top of my head, fight of the year was Volkanovski Ortega at UFC 267.
Amazing fight.
One of the greatest fights I've ever seen.
Amazing. The greatest submission escape I've ever seen, I think.
Yes, 2 of them. 2 of them he had.
Oh, fuck.
This mounted guillotine, that was the best one.
Yeah, dirty.
But then he also had a rear naked choke he got out of.
He did.
Yes. Fighter of the year was Usman, who was 3-0 for title defenses that year. Knockout of the year was Usman knocking out Masvidal.
Yeah, that was
Division
beautiful.
of the year was bantamweight.
Division of the year featherweight. Actually.
Featherweight?
Yeah,
okay.
Nearby.
I remember ref of the year was Herb Dean.
Jason Herzog.
Was Herzog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Coach of the year was Trevor Whitman.
Oh yeah, he was just on top of it, dude.
I can't think of who did I give. Who was sub of the year?
The sub of the year was Moreno versus Figueiredo, I think.
Oh, yep. Moreno versus Figueiredo.
What did we get him in? Was it an armbar?
Rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke, yeah. And then card of the year was UFC 268, which was just stacked.
268 was ridiculous. Yeah. That was Covington versus Usman 2, which is one of my favorite fights ever.
Yeah, awesome.
But I'm a Colby Covington stan.
Same here. So.
Tai Tuivasa versus Derek Lewis, I believe, was on that card.
Yeah. I think Tui won.
Was that card?
I feel like it might have been this year that happened.
Oh, well, it was 268 because I remember Tai Tuivasa was definitely on that card.
Yeah.
Namajunas versus Zhang, where Namajunas, that was the decision win.
Oh, Marlon Vera.
Cheeto Vera knocked out Edgar. Yeah. Keiichi Chandler was on that card. That was one of the fights of the year.
That was a fucking badass
ridiculous fight.
Yeah.
Pereira was on that card.
His first KO against a real good grappler, too. That's what made him survive.
Shabazian Imavov, Chris Curtis, Phil Hawes, Bobby Green, Ali Quinta. That was a tough card, dude. That was a tough card. And then any other superlatives we have?
We got the sub of the year, we got the ref of the year, we got the fighter of the year, Kamaru Usman. Yeah, we got everybody there.
So that was 2021. And what a change a year can make. Kamaru Usman fight of the year, unfortunately, had one of the darkest years of his career.
Oh, yeah. Just a short chapter, hopefully.
Yeah, unfortunately. Thing is, a lot of people think that Leon Edwards should get fighter of the year this year. What do you think about that?
Fighter of the year, no.
He did win an award. We are going to talk about Leon Edwards shortly.
I'd probably give that to Islam Makhachev.
Islam Makhachev, I think, was number 2 for me for fighter of the year.
Fair enough. Yeah, close by all around that bunch.
Fighter of the year was tough. There was like 4, in my opinion, there was 4 fighters that really deserve fighter of the year.
Who was your number 4?
I'm not going to give you the rankings because I'm going to get into it for number 1.
Okay.
But Makhachev, Pereira, Volkanovski, and Sterling were top 4.
Yes,
in
sir.
my opinion. What's going on, man? How we doing?
Hey, doing all right.
Yeah, we feeling good?
Yeah.
We feel good. You look good. You talk good, right?
What the fuck are you wearing?
Dude, I'm hosting an award show. I gotta dress up. I gotta look snazzy.
Honestly, Zach, I think this should be your regular uniform minus the top gear.
Yeah, I'm sweating under this, so I don't think I can do that. What's up, boys? Welcome to the Superlative Show.
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Everybody ready?
Every time I look at my phone, there has 100 more likes.
I know, dude. What are we at so far? I haven't even checked. 1,074 likes.
God bless, it's blowing up.
That's kind of crazy.
What else we saying? 80,000 impressions. Second ever. You know what's so funny? I looked up the Poirier tweet because I looked up our biggest tweets. I have the numbers on our biggest tweets now. Our 4 biggest tweets. So this tweet now is 80,000 impressions. Adesanya tweet that went viral a week ago was 95,000 impressions. The Jones tweet, remember when we did John Jones versus the world? That thing that blew up? 35,000.
Wow.
Damn, really?
Which is crazy. Dustin Poirier tweet had 322,000 impressions.
Damn, that's a lot of people, bro. If you think about it.
That's
You think-
4
hang on.
times the amount of impressions.
Madison Square. How many seats does Madison Square Garden?
60,000.
Yeah, it's not.
I would say.
It's not
We
even
could have
close.
5 full Madison Square Gardens of people looked at that tweet.
Dustin Poirier.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot of fucking people.
All right, so I did save. We have not talked about any of the awards so far. Now, again, I talked about this a little bit. Some awards with you guys, some awards I didn't. But I have made the decision to go ahead and make the finalization of all of our awards. I don't know if you guys checked out the tweets that I put out of them.
Yeah,
You saw a couple of them.
I did. Yeah.
Did you see any of them?
I did not. No.
All right, so this will be new for you, and
Yeah.
this will mostly be new for
You
you.
got like
Oh,
10
definitely.
likes on almost every tweet, I think.
Right. Okay, so we're going to start low, and we're going to work our way up to the best awards, okay?
Yeah.
So number 1.
Hang on. Go click on that again. Hang on. Whatever you just had. What is to the left of that?
Don't worry about it.
To the
No,
left.
we're not gonna. That's private business. We're not going to talk about
No,
that.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know you weren't gonna bring it up, but
Right.
I just wanted to
Right.
state it out
Right.
because everyone else saw it and didn't know what to say.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not. It's not on the stream yet.
That's funny though.
All right, so the first award that we have that we are going to be talking about is Referee of the Year. We're starting small.
Yes.
Not much to say about it, so we can go by pretty quick. Referee of the Year,
Mark Goddard,
we have Mark Goddard.
not Herb Dean.
A fucking
No,
Legend
third team.
a
No,
fucking
Herb
legend
Dean.
in the business, Mark Goddard. Only back-to-back winner.
Motherfucker spells his name with a C, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. That's
How
that's gonna be English.
do you
or something.
how do
much to
you
say.
feel about that?
I feel a little intimidated by that, honestly.
Interesting.
She's just all
I'm
5'6"
fucking- I'm
of
a little-
angry British guy.
I'm a little perplexed, dude. I was more interested on your take on how you feel. But yeah.
So
You're an
yeah,
angry lad.
the only thing that you can talk about Mark Goddard not having a great year was that some people say the Pereira Adesanya stoppage was a little early. That was Mark Goddard. I'm
No, it
like
wasn't.
half and half, but I'm not going to argue with it
Would you
because
say
Adesanya
more?
would have gotten dropped.
Would you say more than half and half?
I would say 75.
Would you say
25.
75,
I would say like 60-40. I'm not mad,
80, 20?
but that's his job. His job is to make sure people don't get hurt. And if Adesanya would have kept going for another 5 seconds, Adesanya would have been
Well, that
I
would've
would
been
say 100%
in the
then.
clouds.
He definitely would have been out
100%.
cold.
a wild uppercut would have taken him his fucking head off, man.
All right, so that is number 1. Number 2.
100%.
Number 2, comeback of the year. For comeback of the year,
I would
This is
say
a
it's
good one.
MMA complete.
That's a fucking win right there.
absolutely, sir. I didn't even think of
The
that.
fuck are you wearing?
I
I love
the
it.
UFC,
I love it.
in the UFC, comeback of the year, Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman. I think this was pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the only other one that was close was
Yuri.
Pereira versus
Yeah.
Adesanya,
No.
or Yuri versus
Yuri.
Glover.
I was going
Glover.
to say those
That
three
was
are
fucking-
very, very
Did you
That was
watch
a
that?
good fight.
close.
Did you
But
watch
that's
that?
still
Good fight.
Right.
still the best one
Here's
by
the-
far.
Here's the only thing I'm thinking. Yuri was in that fight. Like, that was a close fight.
Glover was winning that.
He was winning the fight. But if you look at all 3 of these submissions, they were all, I mean,
They
it's
were
comeback
both
of the year,
winning.
so obviously all of them were losing.
What's
the
more
fight.
impressive,
Did
submission
anybody
or
think
knockout?
Leon was going to win, though?
Not at all.
No.
You know
And
what I
that's
mean?
what puts it over the top.
That's what it puts it
I
over.
Yeah,
watched
that's
it.
what it
Right, yeah,
totally.
yeah,
I
you
watched
hit
the
it.
dude bet about, I think it was like $1 or $2 and won $50 in the latter betting rounds.
I bet $8. I think I won like 120 off of that.
yeah.
Did that
I
on
probably
craps.
put 200 on the card, and I
Did
didn't really
that
do
on
good. But
craps
that
the
freaking
other day.
Right.
Craps?
Yeah,
that
craps.
4-5 that ended.
You know what's crazy about
$2
this
to
fucking event
75.
too? This event was
You want
the only card this year, the only pay-per-view this year I did not watch because I was driving up to Maine that day to see my sister. So I was like, I'm taking the weekend off, guys. I'm not doing anything. I get drunk as shit the first night I'm there with my sister's friend. I wake up the next morning and Twitter's blowing up. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Oh shit!
I'm like, holy shit, you lost.
No
and what's so
way.
weird is it was a 9-hour drive, so I'm calling this kid every like 2 hours to just
I fell
shoot the
asleep,
shit.
though.
And I'm literally calling him like, dude, imagine, like, this is the one live reactions we're not doing. Imagine if fucking Usman loses this shit. And he gets fucking knocked out.
Not just loses, he got fucking knocked the fuck out.
Usman.
He lost about as decisively as you can lose. He was out cold. That was one of the biggest meme.
Got buried.
Done.
Oh, yeah.
6 feet deep.
So done.
Fucking rocks, pebbles, 3/4 inch
One
stone,
of
dirt on
The guys
top,
that was going to be arguably
roots.
one of the greatest
See
of the weight
sadness
class
on
of
his
all
face when he
time.
did
Done.
that.
He was on his
Done.
way to go.
Head kicked
Done.
in round
He was,
5
yeah.
to oblivion.
I think he still could
done.
be. Yeah.
I do.
He's very close.
Who's better, Leon Edwards, Usman?
Usman.
In another fight, I'm taking Usman all day,
Usman.
no matter what.
Who's the GOAT of that division? Usman or GSP?
Colby Covington.
GSP.
Colby Covington.
Yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Only because of his shit talking ability.
Absolutely. No, because of everything. He should have beat Usman both times. I don't care.
Colby Covington
Fan
is
going
going
hard right
to 3-2 Kamaev.
I think that's
I think
Yeah, I
that
think
Colby
that could
knocks him out in the first round.
I-
I don't know what you're talking about.
If anybody gets knocked out in the first round, it's fucking Covington.
Yeah.
Because his chin, when
Nah,
he gets
Colby.
rocked, he doesn't get knocked out.
You know
but
what?
He wobbles.
You know what, Mark? You know what? 1,082 people disagree.
They're gonna be upset. They're gonna be upset.
All right, so we are moving on to our next award. Again, comeback of the year is Leon Edwards, and shout out to Leon, one of the
Seriously.
fighters of the year. We have upset
Props.
of the year coming up next.
Ooh,
Upset of the year. Now, there's several I could have picked for this.
it might have been the same one.
So, so Leon Edwards was probably number 2 for
Probably,
this.
yeah, probably very close.
Another one was Alex Pereira. Upset.
oh yeah,
It was a little bit of an upset. Not as much as the others, but that was up there. A lot of people picked Leon Edwards for this award, but I gotta make some waves. I gotta do my thing.
Bro,
I gotta fucking
you don't gotta
put
tell
it
me,
out
bro.
there.
You don't
I
gotta
already
tell
know
me.
what my piece.
Upset of the year.
I fucking ride the waves. I start the waves. I go in between the waves. I climb the waves. I do everything.
He's a fisherman.
Upset of the year.
I crash with them. I will go down with
He's
the
a
wave.
man
Are you ready?
of the waves.
You guys ready?
I got a
Right.
feeling I know who it is, Zach.
I'm gonna ride the
Sean
wave.
O'Malley versus Piotr Jan
Oh yeah.
is upset of the year.
Oh yeah. I was thinking the
I
Paddy.
like it.
Upset.
I like it.
Dude, he was plus 440 or like plus 340.
Upset.
I
or
like it.
bad judging.
Totally.
Well,
Yeah.
And
that is
that
the question.
too.
Sean O'Malley won.
But when you look at the
Sean O'Malley
scorebooks,
Sean
O'Malley
O'Malley
won. So
I think he
can't say
did.
shit.
I think
Upset
he
of
did.
the year. I'm pretty happy with this decision.
What did
No, that's
Jan
perfect.
do on the
I
ground?
can't argue with that either.
0.
Yeah, he didn't tackle
Nobody thought he was
0.
gonna.
He did 0.
Nobody
on
in
the
the division
What-
thought he was gonna win.
ground.
That.
What did?
I will say this after I'm going to let you get back to your point. When we get to most improved fighter of the year, which is one of my favorite awards that we did this year.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley is number 3 for what he did this year. He went from number 13 at the beginning of the year to the number 1 contender.
Nobody thought he could take you on.
Nobody thought he would. And
Well,
listen,
the fans did.
whether
but,
you
I didn't bet on him.
Whether you
I
I
didn't bet on him.
subjector here.
I thought Jan was winning.
whether you think Jan or O'Malley
That fight.
won, you got to say this: O'Malley belongs in the top of this division. He
Sean
had
O'Malley is a top
great
5
third
fighter.
round. He was taking
Yeah,
so many.
That's
That's an
Top
argument.
Piotr
five.
That's an
Jan
argument.
landed an overhand
He
right
just
that
beat
would
a
have knocked
dominant
out
former champ.
everybody.
He
else.
was wobbled. He was hurt.
When
He
he
was
was
came
number
back and
12.
he-
totally came back and won the
Number
third
12.
round. He did.
Number 12.
Props.
Number 2.
Props to Sean O'Malley.
All right. Next award:
Next award.
most regressed fighter of the year. This is the year. This is the fighter that had the worst
Sean Jones.
2022. Most improved guy. He's
Most
fighter, he's
improved.
fighter of the year.
Most improved.
I have a
Fighter of the year.
Who's your pick?
I'm thinking Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland. That's not a terrible take. I would say this though. He was doing very well in the Wonderboy fight before Wonderboy broke his hand.
With his forehead.
I like
With
the
his
new
face.
background.
With his, it was
Yeah,
his
the
foot.
forehead.
Yeah,
he
it was.
The
blocked the
forehead.
kick and broke his hand.
Bam.
Yeah, that was.
God.
Yeah, he kept block. Well, he
Did you watch
blocked.
the fight?
Yeah, I did. I love
Hang
it.
on,
That's
you're not
That
putting
was
justice.
great.
He blocked multiple head kicks, not just one, not just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd say like 10 head kicks. So there was a
Spinning-
purpose.
Yeah,
Spinning
everything.
kicks.
Wonder
He let
Boy,
loose.
that was definitely not in his game plan.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out for
Fucking
him.
worked.
I would definitely not take Wonder Boy in his next fight. That's just me.
I agree.
Would not take
Depends.
Let's see
him.
who he
Depends
fights though,
who he
because if he
fights,
fights
yeah.
someone
I'm
who
not
can take him to
taking
the
him.
ground, I'm betting against Wonderboy. If he takes a stand-up fighter, let me see who he fights first. That's almost
Kevin Holland is a stand-up fighter. He is a
He's
stand-up.
probably gonna take a while off.
Yeah, but who do you think?
In the welterweight top 10 right now, in the welterweight top 10, we're looking at Jeff Neal, who's fighting Rachmanov. Sean Brady versus Michel Pereira just got announced for February, which is a good fight. And what was the fight that we just saw? Dricus du Plessis versus Derek Brunson just got announced for UFC 285. That's a great fight.
Yeah.
Breaking news for
that.
today. Du Plessis versus Brunson. That's a great fight.
That's a good one.
That's a great fight. Brunson, you're going to lose.
How about Wonderboy versus
How do you feel about
Masvidal?
that?
I don't know. His arms
Anybody?
are pretty long.
I
I
just
think
wanna
that
get-
would be awesome.
I just want to give Masvidal another fight, man.
When is he going to fight? Yeah, come on, man.
Host.
When the
Can you bring up
I don't know.
the reach for Du Plessis and
Versus
Derek Brunson? Because I do think Derek Brunson might have a striking advantage.
I think it's just because those bombs. Once he takes you down, its TKO ability is
Du Plessis
insane.
might have a striking advantage. Brunson probably has a wrestling advantage, and that's against a guy in Du Plessis who has great wrestling.
See, I think Du
I think
Plessis'
he could
wrestling is
keep it on the
underrated.
stand.
I think
Yeah,
it's
but Derek
very,
Brunson is
very good.
He's like a Division I champion wrestler. Like he's a
Yeah, but
really great
Derek
wrestler.
Brunson- Are you saying that because Derek Brunson's
Du Plessis
fight
reached-
more in the UFC and he's been proven more?
I'd say that.
or-
That'd be my reasoning.
I'm a big Du
That's
Plessis
my
fan. He's 4-0 in
reasoning.
the UFC. He's making waves to come
He's
up.
got bombs, man. He's
Derek
got
Brunson
really
was on a 5-fight
big
win
hands.
streak before Cannonier knocked him out. Like, and Brunson was winning the fight until he got gassed. Like Brunson's really good.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So we got Du Plessis
know.
at a 76-inch reach. Brunson, we are looking at a 77.
That's
So
not actually too
barely
bad.
anything.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
really nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Most regressed fight of the year. You said Kevin Holland.
Sure.
Anybody else?
D. Lou,
D. Lou?
Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis
Ooh,
was
yeah.
number 2
Mm.
for me. He was number 2 for me. This guy, I think, regressed just a little bit more. Just a
Darren
little
Till?
bit.
No,
Not Darren Till.
that is sad, man.
Mm.
Tony Ferguson takes the
Oh,
award for the
wow.
most
Yeah, that's
regressed
me.
fighter.
Hey, I was.
Well, because you've seen the
What the
tweets.
fuck did he ask me?
You've seen the tweets. I figured you knew who it was.
I don't. I'm not. I got a
All
photographic
right, I'm
memory.
gonna start asking you. All right, I'm gonna start asking you. Most regressed
The rest
fighter,
of the
Tony
show.
Ferguson.
Fair enough.
Got knocked out by Chandler. Got submitted by Nate Diaz.
I did see this tweet.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
That's
Yeah, that's
that's
bad.
not a great year.
No.
It's-
You
it's just
definitely
been-
bet on Tony on that one.
It's
If
just
you
been
would've.
downhill. Yeah.
You bet on Tony on
No,
Nate
no,
Diaz.
I didn't bet. But
When
Well,
the
no,
odds
not that,
changed,
but
when the
who-
odds
who-
changed,
I was thinking
because
Nate
this
Diaz,
was the
because
card
he's
that all the
just-
fights got fucked up.
I don't know.
And the
He's
odds
just not
changed,
fucking
and
off yet.
Ferguson came out as
Ferguson,
the
I feel
underdog
like
in
he
this
just-
fight.
He
I
gave
think
all
I
he
did
got
put a
to
little bit of
give,
money
you
on
know?
Ferguson. Not a lot. But I think I put a little
Now
bit.
you would have said
Sprinkle.
Yeah,
Nick
right.
Diaz.
Hey, it's
I
not.
would take anybody.
For me, that was like Ferguson
At
had
the
fought a lot of
time-
top
Okay.
5 guys.
Okay.
And
At
now
the
he's fighting
time,
Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Right.
Beforehand.
And then you
At
got to
Tony.
think before this, last year, he
At Tony.
also lost to
Yeah,
Charles
you were
Oliveira
thinking- what
and
were you
Benil
thinking about,
Dariush.
like submission.
He fought really
points?
great.
I was thinking he would
fighters.
be better on the
you're-
ground.
And then he goes
Great
to
point.
Nate Diaz, and it's like he hasn't
Yeah.
fought
The
in a
Diaz
while,
bros,
so-
they're
And he didn't
just
get
tough.
finished in those fights, right?
Right.
I just,
Yeah. That's
This year, not getting knocked out by Chandler was the first time Tony Ferguson's ever been finished.
I would
well,
put-
actually, no, that's a lie. Justin Gaethje finished him
put-
One of the scariest
by a
knockouts
ref
ever.
stoppage.
I put
Yeah,
Derek Lewis
that's
above
right.
Tony
Yep.
Ferguson.
We might be talking about that fight a little bit later. Wink. Can't see it. Wink. Just saying. So yeah, most regrets fight of the year. Derek Lewis is my number 2. I thought I was gonna put Derek Lewis, but then I just decided on Ferg.
no, that's great.
All right, so we're gonna go from most regressed fighter of the year to most improved fighter of the year.
Looking forward to this.
What do we got?
I can't say it because I know it.
You know it?
Yeah, I know.
All right. So do you have any other options that you think should have been close to this?
Go around the table and then I'll think about
What do you guys think? Most improved fighter. Do you know this too?
Me?
Yeah, I feel like you know this.
I'm gonna shout Ryan Spann, but I know that's not
I would
the number one.
That's it, dude.
I would say maybe
Really great year.
Yeah.
maybe Islam, but
Islam's
Oh,
up
yeah.
there. I'm gonna tell you right now, my number 2, who
Volk, dude, because he's proven that
he just gets better.
Really,
every
he's
year.
getting better. And
That
better,
performance
you know
against
what I mean?
Max Holloway was legendary.
Yeah.
It was
Volk,
domination.
I'm gonna tell you right
Francis, because he proved he could go on the ground.
now. Right.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
I'm not saying he's the
Um,
most improved, but
The
that's
fighter I
one of
did
them.
not pick that I think a lot of people will give me shit for. And if you do want to give me shit, go tweet at me at complete_MMA. Number 2, I have Alex Pereira. I did not put him as number 1, but you're talking about a guy who is not ranked that
Not
is now
proven.
champion.
He fucking proved that he beat the guy that he's beaten.
But it's not
Again.
proven. It's just most improved.
Yeah, again.
Again,
Time.
no. Again.
Up the ropes, dude.
Okay. Most improved fighter. Sergey Pavlovich of 2022.
Really?
I did know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I figured you did know that. Listen, man, 3-0. All 3 wins were top 15 fighters, first round knockouts. Last two fights against Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa were under a minute knockouts. He was not ranked. He's now the number 3 heavyweight contender. That is a fucking year.
Put him up against.
He was shortlisted for fighter of the year for me. He's a fighter I think got overlooked. You know, everybody saw his latest knockout of Tai Tuivasa, and they're now talking about him like, holy shit. Like, this is a guy who he was injured for 2 years before this year.
Really?
See, I did not know that.
Fucking ACL.
Tore his ACL. He was ranked before that, and then he didn't fight for 2 years. He was like number 14 or something. And then all of a sudden this year, it just came back with fucking vengeance. I would argue the second, like, fucking most brutal punch in the heavyweight division, right behind Ngannou. This guy is a beast.
Ngannou's form just looks a bit better a lot of the time.
I want to see Pavlovich versus Cyril Gane.
I do want to see that fight so bad. I really hope that happens. I've been calling for that for a while.
It's a tough fight because I think Gane wins. Because Gane used his distance to limit the striking of Ngannou, which is what I think will happen to Pavlovich, but I want to see it.
I've never seen him in 25 minutes, so I have no clue what he could pull out. What's his other tools look like? Who even knows?
Right. He's an amazing bomb. Isn't he a Sambo champion?
I couldn't tell you. Yeah. He is Russian as fuck, though.
He is Russian as fuck.
What do you got, Garf?
Have you asked Mark who is winning, I should say? Ngannou?
I have not.
Or John Jones?
Ngannou.
Oh, John Jones is winning,
bro.
John Jones.
I don't even see Ngannou.
I might put my keys on
like everybody thinks.
Do you think Ngannou could beat him decision?
I think he can with the combined wrestling power. He's just a natural 265.
So that's the only thing I will give you is that John Jones he has a wrestling advantage.
Yeah, I will definitely Greco amazing,
but he's never wrestled in the octagon anyone as strong as Ngannou
with a 300-pound man.
Here's what I would say though: he wrestles with top-notch guys at Greg Jackson's gym, and he has been a brother of Chandler Jones, who is an NFL All-Pro linebacker, 280 pounds his whole life. Now, Chandler Jones doesn't have fucking wrestling credentials.
Yeah.
But neither does Ngannou. Ngannou's only learned wrestling over the last 2 years.
He has improved tremendously.
But the strength is something I will give you. Although, in my opinion, in my humble, non-expert opinion.
Yes, sir.
You like how I...
Yep.
Ngannou has to knock out Jones in the first 2 rounds to win that fight.
Pull up a picture of John Jones right now.
Chandler Jones.
Him at
how much do you think Chandler Jones weighs? He weighs 260
or 245 versus 185 or something like that.
That's a big dude.
There was a before and after picture of him versus now.
Oh, that picture that I have? I have that picture.
Did you put that up?
The thing about Jones is that it's just new muscle. You know, it's new. It's not. He hasn't lived with it.
I don't know, but he looks fine right where he's at right now. He looks.
He's a hefty boy.
Big.
He is a hefty boy.
John Jones looks big.
He's got them little shins, you know.
He does. He has those
cuts
little
people's
legs.
head off with them things.
That's this picture is.
He's got all his hair and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he looks a little.
That dude fucks, man.
Dude,
look at those calves, though. That's the only thing.
Bro, do we see John Jones snap his leg off Ngannou?
Don't put that juju out there.
Oh, I'm putting it out there.
You don't understand. I have.
He looks big.
As much as I fucking love Colby Covington, I love John Jones even more.
Oh, I know you do.
Now we're not gonna talk about what John Jones
first personality,
right. but I've just watched him fight since he started in the UFC. Like literally, when he started was when I started watching UFC, and he is the fucking greatest ever. I think that. We got so much beef on Twitter like 3 weeks ago for saying John Jones is one of the best boxers UFC's ever seen.
Boxer. I might say MMA striker.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was like, maybe I should have said striker.
Yeah, the striker.
Everybody. You want to hear something crazier?
Let's hear it.
The expected odds for John Jones versus Francis Ngannou.
Ooh, everybody favoring Ngannou, aren't they?
Francis Ngannou is minus 220.
Yep.
John Jones plus 180.
I can't believe you do that to the GOAT, though.
John Jones plus 180. If there was ever a picture of this fighter will never get these odds again, it is John Jones at plus 180. John Jones has never even been an underdog. Literally never.
My God.
And he's an underdog. Oh, my God.
Does he continue to fight after he knocks out Ngannou?
I think he does. I think he fights for a little bit longer.
After he knocks out Ngannou.
Okay.
If that happens,
Do you think he
let's say
does?
he wins
could.
and he gets the belt. Does he fight again?
Yeah, I think he does.
I think he solidifies it with a
crazy.
2
How old
or
do you
3
think John
wins
Jones
in the
is?
heavyweight.
29.
Oh no, he's
young,
35.
35?
But that's kind of young
Oh
for a
my
heavyweight.
34,
gosh.
35. Well, that's the thing. Bigger guys fight longer. Heavyweights can go to like Ngannou's 39, Stipe's 40.
Yep.
Daniel Cormier fought till he was 40. Frank Mir, Brock Lesnar.
You think Glover's
Randy
going
Couture.
there next?
You think John Jones really wants to fight?
I think Glover's
he
probably
does.
heading
I
out
think-
soon.
Yeah.
Depends
I think
on
so.
if he wins next.
I think so.
Yeah.
If I were
He
him,
could keep
listen,
winning. I'd love to see it.
if I were John Jones, I wouldn't even fight Francis. I would never fight again. Like, you got your
Oh,
reputation.
you gotta fight again.
Your GOAT. Like,
Nah, fuck
just
you.
take your fucking money. But then again,
No, fuck
A
you.
lot of
Over the
people
last
have
couple
been wanting
years-
him to come back.
he might
No.
need some money.
Dude, if he beats
He's been doing a
Ngannou-
lot of stupid shit.
If he
Yes,
beats
but he also
Ngannou,
made $20 million.
He
Like,
win-
does.
he's
I
the
know.
GOAT.
He should be good for life.
He's
He's
the
already
GOAT
the
for
GOAT.
sure.
He is the
No,
GOAT.
no. He'd be the GOAT. It's like Tom Brady. Like, yeah,
If
Tom
he-
Brady's
yeah,
the
if-
GOAT.
Right, this would be
Tom Brady
his
wins
6th and
6
7th
rings
ring.
for New England. He's the
Yes,
GOAT.
sir.
He's climbing the checking left. He's climbing the mountain, and then he goes and wins another.
Right.
With the Bucks.
That would
first
be a
year.
guy.
It's like it kind of takes away from his legacy a little bit, doesn't it?
If he
loses,
doesn't,
No, if he was just to stay with New England, to go for 6, and then he's like, oh, he got another one. It's like,
if he hid from
No, he
Ngannou,
proved
the
it.
monster.
Everybody was like,
Well, he
"Oh,
proved they could do it
Belichick
without
was the
Belichick.
best coach. Oh, he couldn't
Yeah.
do it without Belichick." Blah blah blah. They said, "All right, fuck you all. I'm going to Tampa," and everybody said, "We're going to Tampa," and they all jumped on the ship, and he won the ring.
2024, MMA Complete's going to Tampa.
2023, we're going to Indy.
2020, no,
Oh,
2024.
okay.
2024. 2023 is the setup. 2024, we're going to Indy.
We're going domestic. in
It's
this bit.
weird.
Like John
Gary
Jones style?
Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk?
No, not John Jones style. no.
Gary Vaynerchuk. He's hosting a big conference in Indianapolis. Coincidence?
I think not.
We're making the right move. We're making the right move.
All
Indy is the place to build. Continue.
Moving
sir.
on. Division of the year. Blueberry.
Interesting.
Mulberry Lane.
What division is that?
Is that
Think
it?
about it. Don't say it.
Okay. Division of the year.
You know it. You live next to it.
What do you
Okay, then I
think?
definitely know. That's what I thought it was.
What do you think are some options, Zach, for division of the year?
Division of the year. So last year,
Yep.
it was featherweight division.
Okay.
Shout out to the 2021 MMA Complete second annual Superlatives, which is highlighted
Second
on our
annual.
YouTube page if you want to go check out that video.
You're fucking in that bitch.
I'm in there.
Featherweight division, bantamweight division, welterweight division had a really great year.
That's what I'm thinking personally.
Lightweight division had the most finishes this year, so that's a shout. And surprisingly, I think this was number 3 on my short list.
Number 3.
The division that I ranked the worst division in 2021
What could it be?
is heavyweight. And I put them at number 3 this year. I thought heavyweight division had
Yeah,
a fucking
it
great
picked
year
the
this
fuck
year.
up.
Heavyweight division sucked last year.
Right.
Sucked.
Yeah.
It was
you
getting
had-
pretty drab.
It was dry. It
Mhm.
was dry.
The only thing that happened was Ngannou knocked out Miocic.
The
was
second thing is John Jones is attempting to come back every other year. You know,
Right.
He is. He needs to just do it, but he needs to get comfortable.
But
with his new weight.
2023.
We're not talking about number
He has
4.
to come back though.
We're not talking about number 3.
We
We're
need
not
to
talking
keep-
about number 2. If you ain't first, you're last.
Ricky
What do you
Bobby.
guys
Ricky
think?
Bobby, Will Ferrell. Yes.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think? Division of
What?
the year.
Division of the year. I think personally welterweight.
Welterweight,
Welterweight,
clean sweep.
clean sweep.
Don't.
What do you think?
Welterweight.
Don't give in to peer pressure.
Yeah, I will.
No
I
Got
will.
welterweight?
Yeah.
I did not say welterweight.
Fuck you.
No.
Welterweight was my number
Fuck
2.
you for
Now-
saying
Did
clean
you say
sweep.
middleweight?
Now,
No.
He's saying like
Welterweight.
Yeah, is he
He's
saying
saying
welterweight.
No, he's
was-
saying bantam.
like
Middleweight.
literally so close.
Bantam.
It was a fucking toss up for me between welterweight and this division. It was
It's
so
bantam.
close.
It's bantamweight. Because I was either gonna say
Division
bantamweight or
of the
welterweight.
year is the middleweight division.
I was
No
actually
way.
thinking
The
that.
middleweight
Son of a
division.
bitch.
Now listen, we just saw Pereira take over the UFC world. That was huge. The
Pretty
middleweight
easily.
division's top 5 have been super active this year. All right. We saw Adesanya defend the belt 3 times this year in 3 great cards. It barely beat out welterweights. Fucking barely. The welterweights, to me, the top 15 didn't fight as much. We got a bunch of people. Colby fought once. Jorge fought once. Gilbert fought once. You know what I mean? Like
Active,
all
yeah.
of these middleweights, they were active. That was the only reason I barely pushed it over. Middleweight division, Alex Pereira.
That's awesome.
All right, breaking news. I'm gonna say it because our tweet blown up about it. Moicano just tweeted 24 minutes ago. Unpopular opinion. Kamaev. He's in the tweet. Kevin Lee can beat Kamaev. Prove me wrong.
Kevin Lee?
That is a stretch, bro.
Kevin Lee's
That
still
is-
fighting at Eagle FC.
How do you guys feel about Eagle FC?
I haven't heard anything about him this year.
No?
Anything.
I've heard more this
I
year
would
than I
love
have
to
last
support
year.
him, but I haven't heard shit about him.
I'm not going to throw my money into a hole, possibly. But, I've definitely been hearing about it a lot more. when it
Yeah?
come up, yeah. I know Chael's active in it now.
Yes, he is. Which is
Kinda cool.
Crazy.
That dude's just everywhere.
All right, so that is division of the year. We don't have to talk about this too much. Welterweight really was a fucking toss-up for me.
Toss up and a half.
Which is crazy because we were saying all year, like, featherweight, bantamweight were the two best divisions last year.
Mm-hmm.
And we got middleweight. All right, so we're moving on. What is this? This is already our 6th award. We're going on to 7. So for number 8, we have the UFC card of the year.
Ooh.
The best event of the year.
Kevin Holland fight. Kevin Holland.
That was in my top 10. I think it was like number 7.
Are we talking
Really?
fight or card?
Yeah. Kevin Holland versus
Usman,
Wonderboy?
Glover, or
So
Glover Prohaska.
or the Chandler. Yeah, that was what was the channel?
Chandler
that
Gaethje?
was that. No, that was
Chandler Poirier, that was 281.
281.
So the only other things I would say is that UFC 280 was a great card. That was Makachev Oliveira.
281.
Yeah, it was.
The London Fight Nights were both in my top 5.
Every single one.
Those cards,
Every
the
single
crowd was
one.
electric.
When
the other
fucking-
yeah one Patty.
Patty
Yeah.
was nuts.
Can I-
Aspinall.
can I say
Mm.
something?
What?
UK fans are better than American fans.
Yeah, they got the chance. They don't.
I'm from America. I'm in the United States of America. UK fans are better.
Okay.
I
The
thought
card
the
Can
of
I
the
say
year.
that? Can I say that?
fans in Tampa aren't
They may
bad.
be more loyal to their people.
Their chants are better. The atmosphere is better. They're not booing the fighters.
Well, what's great
Well,
is
they're
they
not-
only get
yeah.
a card like
They're not booing
every
them.
6
Fair.
months.
All right.
They're
You
not
know
like
what I
the
mean?
US fans that people might have been to their 5th event for the year. These UK fans are going to 1 event a year.
We're
Yeah.
spoiled.
That's
UK
true.
UK fans are better.
So those
I'd rather
fights
go
were
to
in my
UK
top
event than
5.
the American event.
I had to give Fight Night London 2
Boston.
the number 2 spot.
Yeah, Boston's a difference.
So the number 1 spot
Boston, we ain't booing.
I did give to UFC 281.
Especially if Connor's on there.
You did. huh?
I feel like that
For,
it was totally
Tanya.
fine. Dude, 11 finishes
It
in
was
14 fights.
awesome.
The last 9
Awesome.
fights. Yeah. Oh no, 8 of the last 9 fights were finishes. That is ridiculous.
Bonkers. Yeah, that's bonkers.
It was awesome.
It was so great. We saw Wiley Zhang become a 2-time champ. We
We
saw
agree.
we
We
saw
agree.
Alex Pereira become a champ. We
We
saw
don't-
the Poirier Chandler fight, which was nuts.
We don't agree.
Which
but we
So
obviously-
awesome.
Obviously,
You kind of have to.
Poirier and Chandler should have shook hands.
Mhm.
Obviously,
They should have.
Zach,
They
Come on.
should have shook hands, bro.
right?
bro.
Fuck you.
They
Fuck
should.
you.
They should have shook
who was
hands.
the one who tweeted that?
Oh, I did.
Of course.
Oh,
He
I did.
tweeted it.
Absolutely.
He tweeted it.
Blocked.
Oh, I got the shit blocked out of me. I got Matumbo blocked.
Yo, we did a
Matumbo.
Twitter space
Yes, sir.
after 10 minutes.
Yeah, what did we get? Like 2,800 like
2,800 views.
Yeah. Number 1 of the day or something.
Number 1 on the spaces of the day on Twitter.
Because our tweet just blew the fuck up.
No smoke. Just stating the obvious.
And
There's a difference between
for
stating
UFC
facts.
281, it was
Stating
Madison Square
facts.
Garden. Every Madison Square Garden card is fucking amazing. So yeah, I think this was a pretty clear winner. I wanted to put the London cards because of Fight Night winning card of the year over pay-per-views would have been great.
UFC
Would've,
281.
yeah, it
UFC
would've.
281
Wouldn't that
won
be
it.
sick though?
It would.
Come on, that would be awesome.
But think about it. UFC 280, UFC 281, and the Holland Thompson fight all happened in the last month and a half of the year.
Honestly,
We had a great end to the year.
And it's not just memory.
Right.
No, it's like actually fireworks in there.
Garv with his hand up.
Breaking news.
You
Breaking
need to
news.
get a soundtrack like a news reporter.
Break-
Ooh, that's a good call. I totally will. do that.
Breaking fucking news. The UFC have signed a 28-year-old Russian kickboxer.
Scary.
His last name is Magomedov.
Scarier.
Don't know how to say his last name. You can probably try and say it.
Sharaputin Magomedov to a multi-fight deal, 17-0, 13-0 in KOs, and he's cross-eyed with a huge beard.
Let me see this.
He looks like he would fuck people up.
That dude is definitely not okay.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
I don't know if this guy is blind. 20/20 vision. I don't know what he has.
You can see the best of both angles.
But I'm scared.
Them hooks don't got a chance.
So
I'm scared.
So we are at 750. I was originally planning to do 2 shows for the Superlatives. It's gonna be 28th and 29th. We got 7 votes in. We got 5 left. You guys
7 votes.
7 fucking awards left.
Oh.
We've done 7 awards. We have 5 left.
Okay.
You guys down?
We have
to go
11
another,
minutes left.
You guys down to go another half hour and just do them all today? Or do
Yeah.
you want to?
Yeah,
I'd
do them
be
all
down to
today.
do it.
Yeah,
Do them all
I'm
today.
down to rank them out.
I gotta
Sure
take a
thing.
pee.
The next award that we have is one of the
100%.
more, let's call
Still
it
right there.
expert. You got to be a fucking diehard fan to care about this, and that's submission of the year.
Oh yeah.
Now there was some submissions that were great this year. Makachev choked out Oliveira. That's Makachev choking out the greatest jiu-jitsu artist UFC's ever seen. That did not make number 1.
Very impressive.
We saw, for some reason, all the MMA Twitter awards, personalities, MMA media, ESPN MMA, they all gave it to Oliveira choking out Gaethje, which was a first-round choke. And it was dominant, but it wasn't anything crazy. We've seen Oliveira choke out so many people.
Is
Was
it
it a
not
rear
crazy
naked?
because he made it look easy?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
It's also, if it's a rear naked choke, I'm sorry, I can't put that as submission of the year because you see so fucking many. They're so frequent. People turn when they get desperate.
Didn't Khabib
He hit the
choke him out
nail on the
kinda
head,
quick?
bro.
It's
Nail
gotta
on
be
the head.
creative.
Second round.
Yeah,
You know?
hit the
Alright.
nail on the head.
Right, and that's another thing. Khabib
Nail on
choked
the
out
fucking
Gaethje
head.
in the second round. You know, it's not like he choked out someone like that's fucking great.
They're supposed to be 5-round fights. You know what I mean? They didn't even go to championship
So-
rounds.
I have a fight here that you guys may have never heard of. You guys have definitely heard of one of the people, maybe both of the people, but I don't know if you've heard of the fight.
Let's hear it.
The winner of submission of the year for MMA Complete goes to Said Nurmagomedov, who choked out Cody Stammen.
Is that a mounted guillotine?
It is the only side guillotine of the year.
Oh, what the fuck?
And the reason I have it is because it was 47 seconds into the first round. And he choked out Stammen unconscious. And a side guillotine. He doesn't have his legs wrapped. He doesn't have a vice.
I agree
grip.
with your pick, bro.
It's
That's
not,
awesome.
you know,
I agree with
that
your
is
pick.
pure grip.
We bet on
It's
him.
pure squeeze.
Straight
We knew it was
Russian
going to
vitamins.
happen. We took
Yes,
it.
we did. We also bet on him is another reason.
We took it to the bank.
Yeah.
And it's more impressive than a rear naked choke, which
That
happens
is, yeah.
38 times this year, double the amount.
I think
of
it
what-
wasn't it like 92?
I thought it was
Oh my God.
38.
I thought it was the number one.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, it was
38.
92.
Oh, I thought it was 38.
No, it was
times.
92 and the second highest.
I
was
thought
38.
92 was the total submissions. Of the year.
No, that was no. I think that was rear naked
Okay,
chokes.
well, what I saw was 38, and then like 17 was like something else.
Best
which
way to
was
shut
second.
somebody's fucking button off is a rear naked choke.
Dude. We're gonna take a tweet count real quick. We're at 1,128 likes on
Very
the Colby
nice.
tweet. Fucking 200 likes at 2:00 today.
Yeah, no, and I thought it was weird.
In 6
I texted
hours,
you.
in a tweet that we tweeted yesterday,
Yeah,
we've gotten 900 likes.
yeah. I
That's
think
awesome.
it's weird.
So weird.
I think it's weird.
Would you even say it was funky?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to study it, dude.
A little spooky.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the only way to know
think
to
Papa
justify
must-
what happened.
I think Papa Musk is looking out.
Got
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it was more. It's more than because we had like 250 tweets in the morning because I checked.
Two?
So it's almost
5,
1,000 likes just today,
Right.
and I want to know why.
In a tweet that happened yesterday.
That's
The
why I
only
don't
thing I
get-
can think of is that Colby was trending again today,
On
and
some
our tweet just
bullshit.
got
Yeah.
thrown into the algorithm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was also telling Steve when we are in my truck that if you look, there's a lot more accounts doing polls now.
Mhm.
Like we're like 2 months ahead of the game on that.
What's so crazy is we've not been posting as many polls, and now we're posting crazy takes with pictures, and that's
Yeah.
what's blowing up right now.
I
That's what happened with
guarantee you.
Adesanya. That's what happened with Colby.
I guarantee you 2 months from now,
So I've been DP.
everyone's going to be doing that.
Oh no, DP was a comment that you put.
Yeah,
right?
that was a reply.
That was a reply.
I
What's
thought it was
crazy-
a category in a certain
The reply,
website.
the
Yeah.
replies
Crazy.
is how this all started.
Right.
Was
Replies
being the
the
reply
first
guy.
trend. Was the first
You
trend.
got
that
to
we
be
started.
the reply guy.
And
You have
then
to, yeah.
what we
Yeah.
did, and we still do that. We still like, and
You
when we
got
see
to.
someone big tweeting, we'll be the first
On
one to
that
reply.
And you
Yeah.
notice once you start replying more, people start replying to you more.
What's
And that
crazy?
just gains traction.
This
More engagement.
This is how.
It's like
This
what
is
Mark
what will
Wahlberg
really
said.
paint the picture.
Psychology.
This is what will really
It's
paint
all
the picture
psychology.
of
Yeah.
how this is
Psych
our best
Wahlberg.
tweet. Before this tweet, our most liked tweet was the Poirier tweet, and that
Yeah.
was a reply to Brett Okamoto, who has like 40,000 Twitter followers.
Yeah,
But
but
he's one of the biggest reply, and he got a reply. We got a reply from Dustin Poirier,
who said "fuck you"?
who said "fuck you," which is
Very
like
nice.
traction.
A lot of
Huge
people
reply.
replied saying like, "Who are you to fucking say that?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
But what I'm
there's
saying
a lot
is
of like back
that
and forth
tweet
banter.
Yeah.
only got 1.2K likes.
Yeah.
Our second most liked tweet before this was a reply that we had to, I can't even remember what it was, but it was
It was
tweet-
John Jones. No,
It was, you called me and you're like, dude, we're 50 likes away from 1,000. We're not even gonna get it. You remember that? It was a reply to some, like, we put a poll in a reply and we got 950 votes. It wasn't even likes, something like that. So that was our second most popular tweet.
Indeed.
Both of these are replies.
No, well, there was one poll we got 3,500 votes on.
Okay, we did.
Oh,
That was the John Jones one. I think.
what was that one about, per se? Like John Jones and what? Was it John Jones
I don't know,
over
but we
Ngannou?
can go back and
Yeah, we'll
look.
go back and figure that out.
Awesome, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That only happened like a week ago.
And then there was a John Jones quote tweet, and then
I could take all you cops right now.
But what I'm saying is, those are all replies.
the replies is where it's at.
And this tweet was not a reply. This is just me on my computer, regular tweet.
Mhm.
I didn't tag anybody. I didn't hashtag anybody.
There was no
This
baiting.
is just
The
tweeted
benefits,
with
though,
a picture.
the benefits
And
to
it got 1,200 likes.
there were benefits of to replying for these 2 years, and now finally, when you don't have to do that, it's like, oh fuck.
It's
you know what I
because
mean?
people
It's
that are
kinda
active
like-
on Twitter will see that and they'll constantly see us, so they'll
And
follow
we've
us.
been
And
getting
now
a
they'll
lot
see
of-
our tweets.
we've been getting
Facts.
like a lot of like 300 followers in the past like month and a half, so it's like all those people are still active on
Right.
Twitter. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like
So yeah, that's
it kind of all goes
that's
through
been
the
our month.
bubble.
We have had a great
Less
month.
bots on
It's been a
Twitter.
crazy month. Like
awesome.
it hasn't even Poirier. When did Poirier happen? Like
That was like December 5th. That was December as well.
yeah, so it's been a month.
It's been
So-
a fucking month.
A whole month.
Aljamain Sterling.
We've had 4 tweets.
I think that's more
Oh, yeah.
crazier. That's crazier than Poirier.
We-
And I'm just saying that because not the impression
Again,
and stuff.
off a reply. Aljo put
Yeah.
out a tweet, and I said like,
would
Aljo's running
smother.
this division.
He's gonna smother everybody or something like that.
He's gonna smother people. And then Aljo quote tweeted at us, said, "I don't smother, I dominate people."
Which is cringe, but hey,
It's
you
fucking
get the
Aljamain.
reply for Aljo,
In
yeah.
his tweet, it says @complete_MMA.
That's what I mean. That is what's
That's kinda
cra-
badass, though.
There's something that's happening. They have to be seeing MMA complete a lot in order for that to happen.
It's a
I don't
good name.
I don't
It's a good
understand
name.
It is.
how that happens without that happening.
Another thing is
I don't get it.
You
I
gotta
get-
be active for people to tweet at. You gotta
You
put
gotta
tweets out,
be-
and we have just been putting so many tweets out.
Like with Davi, you gotta be the first one. You gotta be one of the first ones to reply. You have to.
All right, so we're gonna continue this, but I gotta keep going. 'Cause
Yeah,
we are
I know.
running out of
Let's
time.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue
All
it,
right.
sir.
No,
next,
we got hang
next
on.
award. We got 33 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, we got time.
33 minutes for 4 awards, but these are the big 4 awards.
These
The
are the
big four.
huge ones.
These are the big 4.
They're the important 4.
The knockout of the year.
Oof.
Now,
Ooh, come on.
Now,
Come on.
this one is the only award I've seen that was unanimous
Yeah.
across Twitter, and I have the same one. So what I want to do, because there's not much to talk about,
Breaking news.
what I want to do is talk about. All right, real quick. What's your breaking news?
Breaking news.
Just real
bro.
quick, come on.
It just keeps
Come on,
happening.
come
I
on.
don't know what else to
Come
say,
on.
bro. Li Jingliang has changed the management teams and will now be represented by Dominance MMA, and Ali is his new manager.
Okay,
Of course.
that's fine.
You
Wow.
think
Who is in either
how
manager
many
of?
how many people does
A lot.
this guy have?
A lot.
It's a problem. I think it's actually a fucking issue.
It's kind of like a monopoly.
It is. It absolutely is. All right, so knockout of the year. So because we know that knockout of the year is Michael Chandler knocking out Tony Ferguson, that is the obvious choice. It was one of the greatest knockouts I've ever fucking seen. And I didn't even watch it live.
Oh, God, it was just so crazy.
Were you here for it?
I don't know, but I saw it.
We had it on the screen. Everybody was watching. I was playing beer pong with Michael Belanger at the time. And I was like mid-shot, and I just hear everybody, holy shit! So that is knockout of the year.
Yeah, I think I was here. He almost killed him.
Right. It was ridiculous. So what I want to do is give a shout out to the other knockouts of the year.
Let's talk about him.
So Molly McCann, Meatball Molly, in the first London fight night, became huge with her spinning elbow against Kim Carolina. And that was one of the craziest spinning elbows I've ever seen. Put her out cold.
Flat.
We got, obviously, Leon Edwards knocking out Kamaru Usman.
Again, bro.
Headshot.
Got like 17 left.
So, like,
It's
one of the greatest knockouts ever. It was not even, it wasn't like a spectacular knockout, but for the timing, for the last minute, for a championship fight, Kamaru Usman getting knocked out, like, it was just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Jamal Hill knocking out Johnny Walker. Do you guys know this knockout at all?
I missed it. I know you like Jamal Hill, though.
So, this knockout.
I got a couple questions.
Dude, Jamal Hill.
I got a couple questions.
I ain't been keeping up too much on the kind of coming up names as much.
Yeah.
This is the funniest fall I've ever seen from a guy who got knocked out. I'm going to show you guys this knockout real quick.
Oh,
So
is this Jamal Hill's knockout?
Jamal Hill knocking out
Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like just,
Oh, yeah, dude, where he does that weird fucking... Yeah, that is a hilarious fall.
Dude, he literally goes like this.
But then he kills him in the second.
And then he kills him.
It was actually
puts him into
the
freaking purgatory.
He kind of just put him into a coma the second punch.
And then the fifth and final knockout of the year was Tai Tuivasa knocking out Derek Lewis. And that is strictly because we hit the under 4 seconds before it was going to go over.
You guys must have been jumping.
Bro, that was we had so many fucking parlays. And it didn't even matter because we had Adesanya Whitaker going under 4.5, which didn't hit. But at the time, that was our second to last pick on like an 18 parlay that we had.
Oh.
And we were like, fuck, it's not going to happen. Fuck. And then we see him start going, like, come on. And he gets knocked out at 2 minutes and 26 seconds. We are flipping out. That was
fucking love it.
Awesome.
Nothing will come close to.
That was one of our greatest betting
right
moments.
No,
I'm surprised that you guys didn't take the over on that fight.
Hand.
In the Whitaker Adesanya fight?
That was the second
I'm so
time,
scarred
right?
from that. I think about that sometimes.
I think about it.
Looking back,
I think about it. Like I wasn't as
out.
I'll just say I wasn't like as defeated at the time.
He
But
did
I
not
still like the long effect.
But in the first fight, he knocked Whitaker out.
Yeah, I just let it.
So I'm like,
I was just laying in bed.
Whitaker performed much better in that fight than I thought he would.
He performed very, very well in that fight. I didn't expect him to perform that well either. I thought he was gonna get beat up really bad, but he didn't.
It still hurts.
I think it hurts now that Bryce Mitchell just got fucking whooped.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about that for a little bit, unless it's on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Well, I remember him calling that night and being like, "Bro, you went undefeated." Like, yeah, I know I did. I know. But the under 1.5 didn't.
No, it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We're all really big on Taporia, so I don't know if you want to talk about
Not that night. That was. Oh yeah.
Different match. But Taporia, fucked up.
It was like
Bryce
$20.
Mitchell.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a Bryce Mitchell fan.
$10,000, bro.
Well, let's talk about this.
I'm not even front.
In the Mitchell Taporia fight, Mitchell was taking a lot of shots. Like, he was tough as nails. He took a lot of big shots.
He's got that hillbilly head.
But yeah, Taporia looked really good.
There was another ticket for $3,000, so it was more than just $10,000. That hurts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was over. It was like 12 or something.
I just think about what could have happened if I hit that, and like what
that was
potential
like,
of what could have been
2021 too.
The potential of what could have been bought.
I would have paid
my
car off completely.
For the potential.
We just try not to think about it. It's an old wound. There's pus growing in it still.
Okay, female fighter of the year. This one was also relatively easy for me.
Zhang Weili.
Weili Zhang is our female fighter of the year, and to me, it really wasn't close.
Up that hat.
Yes, I did. I gotta fucking support it.
You should hang up.
I'm only wearing it when we go to the Celtics Lakers game. Which, by the way, hotels have been secured
in Boston.
Let's go.
I just want to state one thing. I won on craps the other day. That is our ticket. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Fucking
birthday.
A. All right.
So,
So
I didn't win
when
nothing.
we go to that game, I'm rocking the Lakers hat. I'm rocking the Kobe Bryant high school jersey
At Boston?
at Boston.
Oh, you're fucking crazy.
No,
don't
fuck
care.
you. No, you gotta wear it.
I'm
no.
wearing the hat and I'm wearing the Kobe high school jersey. I've never been to a Lakers game.
I'm wearing my
We
autograph.
went.
Autograph.
All right, hang on.
Marcus Smart jersey.
I don't know how to feel
There's
about that.
I don't know if I
there's
should
a
wear it, though.
backstory.
Maybe I
There's a
should just
backstory.
keep it out.
We went
Autograph?
to
Yeah.
Celtics game 5.
I don't want beer spilled on us.
No,
Game
yeah,
6.
Spirit bill on it. Spill it on itself.
Oh, you talking about the jersey?
We went to Celtics
Jersey,
game
yeah.
6
Versus the
in TD
Heat.
Garden versus the Heat. He wore that jersey.
I didn't.
There
think
was
about-
another motherfucker wearing that jersey in TD
Yeah.
Garden.
There was.
So
At the very end,
more of the backstory.
we lost.
More of the backstory.
We saw him in the Garden.
We are in the Garden against the Heat, who are a red team.
Saw
The
him.
entire crowd is wearing green, and I'm wearing this red jersey. As soon as I walk in there, I'm like, "Oh fuck, I fucked
goofed up. Yeah.
But no one gave a shit. Actually, people were like, "Yo, that's a sweet jersey." Like I didn't like one. Or
No
two
one
people.
said that.
Like, one or two people. So I was like, "All right, we're cool. We're
Up
fine."
here.
At the end of the game, when the final buzzer happened and we lost barely, which Celtics lost barely, which sucked. We're walking out. We're literally like about to hit the stairs to go down, and someone was like, "Yo, Zach, that guy's wearing the same jersey." Literally, just turned around. And me and him just look at each other. We're like, "Yo, good fucking jersey."
I think they took a picture together.
And then we see him again as we're walking out on the streets of Boston.
And then he became boys.
Dude,
Like through like a half an hour
That was
later.
married to my sister. He's a great,
Right,
he's a great
right.
guy.
he was the best man on my wedding.
That was nuts, yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like a deja vu.
You know what?
That was fun.
Jimmy Butler, screw you. We could have had the confetti. We
Yeah.
could have saw the
Dude,
trophy.
We could have got drunk as fuck.
But you little piece of shit,
dude, Jimmy
You
Went
had
the
to go
free throw
off
line 23
for
times.
40 points.
48.
almost 50.
Almost 50.
Motherfucker did not miss a shot inside the 3-point line.
Basketball.
Okay, boys. We are in the final 2 awards. We are in the big 2.
I gotta piss so
we just
bad.
saw a knockout. You can go piss. We can
No,
wait a second.
I'm pissed.
There's a piss water
Go
anyway.
for it.
I'm going.
We can vamp till you're gone. So we're gonna talk about the fighters that could have been here. We're gonna mention all the names. So I'm gonna mention the top 5 names in no order. Did you see who I posted earlier as the fighter of the year?
No, I did not.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the top 5 fighters that I think should be in the running for this award. Fighter of the year, big award. We have Alexander Volkanovski, 2-0, had an amazing showing against Max Holloway. Beat Max Holloway like no one's ever beat him before.
Yeah, just
And then he
dominant.
dismantled Chan Sung Jung, who shouldn't have been in there.
No.
And also was ready to be the backup for Makhachev versus Oliveira. Made weight for that too. So
Fucking crazy.
Which
yeah.
would have been
it
insane.
would have been insane. So that's Volkanovski. Pereira is obviously a choice for fighter of the year.
for the climb.
Amazing climb. Knocked out Adesanya. We have fucking Aljamain Sterling, who had a great year. Beat Piotr Jan for a second time and dismantled TJ Dillashaw. Who else did I have in the fucking running? I can't even think of it right now. Adesanya had a great year as well.
Honestly, without the loss with Pereira, which
He almost went
arguably one of the
3-0,
great-
and he was winning that fight in what I would say was his best fight ever.
Best
he
showing.
was shining against Pereira and almost knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah, dude, that
Pereira
wobble.
was wobbled. And
crazy.
Fuck.
Islam Makhachev, who had obviously a great year.
You could say
Beat
it's
Drew
him.
Dober, beat Bobby Green, and then choked out Oliveira for the title.
Yeah, which
3
Fucking amazing
amazing
job.
wins. 3 amazing wins.
3 amazing wins. You know, we're seeing the fucking rebirth of Khabib, really.
I hope Volk wins.
I hope Volk wins, but I don't think he will.
We're all rooting for him.
Heart
man.
says
we really
Volk,
are.
has said Islam.
Right, exactly.
Betting money
100%.
wise says Islam. Heart, Volk, please. I'm gonna
Our
sprinkle
little
Volk
mini
anyway.
fucking warrior just gets in there,
Mhm.
20 pounds heavier.
So what would you guys say?
I gotta say Islam. I told you this earlier.
You're going to say Islam.
Yeah, I'm not
number
too much
one?
of a fan, but
The
he's
number
just
1.
great.
Who is the male fighter of the year? Which, let's face it, is the UFC Fighter of the Year?
I think it's gonna be Pereira.
Pereira. A lot of people said Pereira. When I put this out on Twitter, a lot of people said Pereira.
That's
I think
fair.
most of the MMA media sites and like Twitter profiles all put Pereira.
Male Fighter of the Year, Austin. Who you got?
Hey, can you grab me a slice?
It's a house special on the
No.
left
Oh yeah, Austin won't eat that.
Never mind.
from Dave's.
Mushrooms, peppers, you won't touch that.
No, yeah, I won't touch it.
There's a cheese on the right.
Is there a cheese? Yeah.
Yeah. You want to cheat?
Yeah, I'll take a turn.
There's funniness going on near the pizza boxes.
OG Gravy Master Garv.
Yeah.
Gravy
Who
guy.
do you got for Male Fighter of the Year?
Well, Muhammad.
Bilal Muhammad.
Come on.
Wow. I got plates over there too. I guess it doesn't matter.
I feel like you could argue Leon too.
Leon Edwards also. Now he only had one fight.
Did he only have one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
He's only had 2 fights in 3.5 years.
Yeah,
And where he
because
beat Nate Diaz and he almost got knocked
Thank you
out
very
by
much.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
He
Bad
got
shot.
fucked though because the Bilal Muhammad fight, the eye poke thing.
Yeah, right. So we got Makachev, Pereira. Who are you saying, Garf? Are you actually saying
He said
Bilal
Bilal
Muhammad? No, you're
Muhammad.
not. You're not really saying Bilal Muhammad.
He said bye Lil.
Fighter of the year?
Fighter of the Year.
Did we say Pavlovich before?
Yeah.
Pavlovich was up there for me. The thing is, I had to give it to a champion.
That's what I think too. Like
A newly crowned one.
it's either
at that.
Pereira or
That's so crazy.
Volkanovski.
That Pereira followed Izzy to the fucking UFC and took his
Is it
fucking
bulk?
belt.
Did you say bulk?
Volkanovski was up there.
Yeah, Islam, Volk, or
Pereira did not get it. He was
Mike
up there.
Perry.
Makachev
Dylan Dennis.
did not get it. He was up there.
Really? Okay.
It's controversial, but I chose for Male Fighter of the Year. MMA Complete's 3rd annual Male Fighter of the Year. I put
Oh, no,
Aljamain Sterling
Oh,
as
you
the winner
gross.
for Fighter of the Year.
I agree.
Listen. Now, all right. So you can argue he only had 2 fights. Here's what I would say.
Dominated.
He didn't dominate Jan, but the
Dominated
first 2
Jan.
rounds he did dominate Jan. He had like 7.5 minutes of control time in 2 rounds. It's crazy. And then he also had a really good stand-up game against Jan. Controversial decision. It could have been Jan, but Sterling won. Sterling also absolutely dominated Dillashaw. Again, controversial because Dillashaw shouldn't have been in there. But he is the champion now with 2 title defenses in what I would say is the most competitive division. That division is stacked 1 to 25.
I can't call it the most competitive.
I think it is. I think that division is ridiculous. If we go
Cheeto
down,
Vera, O'Malley, fucking.
you got O'Malley, Jan,
Jan.
Wallace Willie,
Yeah.
Vera, Sandhagen. Font's kind of out of his game. Cruz is kind of out of his game. Song Yadong, Ricky Simone, Umar Nurmagomedov, Chris Gutierrez, Adrian Yanez, Jack Shore, Saeed Nurmagomedov, and that's just ranked fighters. There's
Yeah.
literally like 5 or 6 more fighters that could be ranked in this division.
It's definitely a very fast-paced division.
I would say the closest contended divisions are bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight.
You mind if I go live on it? Oh, no, never mind.
So I'm giving it to Aljamain Sterling. It is definitely a fucking wavy pick,
That's a super wavy pick.
100%. To me, the Volkanovski was close.
I think Volk gets it over Aljo.
The only reason I didn't say Volk
Mhm.
is because his fight against Chan Sung Jung was a short notice fight for Jung. It was supposed to be Yair Rodriguez. Rodriguez pulled out.
Yes.
And that fight, like, that wasn't even a fight.
Bro,
Okay,
You
I
could
gotta
say that about
Hang on,
TJ.
I gotta say
hang on.
Makachev, though.
Whoa, hang
Jung
on.
was literally like a 3-week notice.
Hey, well,
TJ trained for that fight for
Hey.
6 months.
I don't know. Holloway is
This
still a
cheese pizza
legendary
is the
opponent.
best
and I
cheese
think
pizza
that's way
But
better.
he's
had
of
in
a
a
already
fight
long
than
ass
beaten
fucking time.
Max
It is.
Holloway twice before.
It's pretty good.
True, I know, but still, not. He did it in a fashion that nobody's ever done it before, like
It's
you said.
fucking delicious.
I get it.
It's right
I get
over
it.
in Fall River, right on
That's
right
the
on
only
the
reason
side.
I take away from the Max fight is because he's already beaten him twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pepperoni's
fair
pretty good
enough.
as well.
Aljo is definitely a wavy pick, but he is new on the block.
On the
He
block.
is the bantamweight champion.
Bantamweight
like-
champion.
No one
Yeah.
thought, I didn't think that he should. I was calling him the paper champ all last year. because he got DQ win to win the title, and I was like, he doesn't deserve
Zach,
it.
I got some contestants.
And he got
though.
2 title defenses this year.
I got some contestants, right?
All right.
You said that I personally didn't watch the second fight in its fullest, so I can't say too much about that. But you said the decision between Jan and Aljo was kind of iffy.
There's a lot of people that say Jan should have won.
Okay. How much do you think that's the case?
I would give it 70-30 to Sterling.
Okay. All right. And then
I would give it 3 rounds to 2 for Sterling.
3-2.
The
Okay.
first 3 rounds were Sterling. The last 2 were Jan.
And as you are an expert, I believe your opinion. With the TKO win over Dillashaw, look at the suit and the tie. It gives it away.
Shout out MMA Complete.
It's
very
underscore
maybe it's
MMA.
the shades,
Yeah.
the boat shades.
The shades, no. It's the mustache.
Dillashaw went into
And
that
I
fight
curled the stash for today.
with an injury, though, didn't
Yes,
he?
he did.
Very bad knee.
Yes, he did. Arm.
Arm.
Shoulder.
Yeah, very bad shoulder. And on top of it, Dillashaw, who has Dillashaw fought?
Corey Sandhagen. So,
Okay.
Corey?
Corey.
Corey
Yeah.
Sandhagen.
Expert.
I was right.
Yeah.
Hydration.
First guess.
I feel
Can't
great.
second guess myself.
No, he never,
If I
Zach.
had one more.
That's why I got some questions about it.
Mhm.
With Islam Makhachev, we know he took the belt from Chandler.
The only thing I would say
Expert.
about Makhachev is he only had 1 ranked win.
Yeah. Who else did he fight this year?
This year he fought Drew Dober and Bobby Green.
Drew Dober, who is on the come up.
He is now ranked, but he was not ranked back then.
And guess what? Bobby Green, he's actually kind of one of those fighters who I see falling back a bit.
He is. He's super popular and he's a fan. He's a fan-friendly fighter. A lot of people love him.
Yeah.
But he's not the greatest fighter.
Yeah.
Especially in the lightweight division that's full of killers.
I think just beating Oliveira and Drew Dober that's what gives it to me,
I completely
and in the
respect it.
fashion that he does it.
Mm-hmm. The only thing is he has 1 ranked win, and to me that's like I can't do
You
it.
just can't battle against it. All right, I had to push back. I had to push back a little bit.
This was the closest race. Like all 5 of the people we have mentioned could have won this. I'm not going to say that my opinion's right, your opinion's wrong, because you guys totally are right. To me, I think that Volkanovski's the closest.
Yeah.
I also think Pereira has a shout, but like Pereira beat Strickland in a fight that Strickland shouldn't have even fucking
Dude,
been.
should not
Kamaev
have
has
been
a
there.
shout, bro.
Kamaev didn't.
This last year,
Kamaev is the same thing as Volkanovski.
You can say
That, like,
miss and
Holland-
match.
it was
Kevin
on a
Holland,
2-day notice to fight Kamaev.
Kevin Holland.
Kevin
Yeah, I
Holland's
don't
know
mind
what I mean?
that.
It's
But
just
the Burns fight
The
was
Burns
really
fight
good.
was ridiculous.
the Burns fight might be fight of
In the
the
Burns
year,
fight,
bro.
we might be talking about soon.
He got
It's the
tested.
fight of the year, bro.
He got tested
That
real
is the
hard,
fight
though.
of the year. He got contested. He proved himself. He proved that he can hang with a lot of punches. He can hang in
I
the
want to
top
say Kamaev
5
was
with
like
a banger.
my top 7. I think Pavlovich and
Kamaev-
Kamaev were my 6 and
Dude,
7.
Kamaev is going to be a champion of 2023. I'm letting you know right now. I don't know if it's double champ. Double champs.
Not
I
if he
think-
fights
I think he
Usman
could-
on the way.
I think you could fuck up Alex Pereira.
Not
Can
if
we
he fights
address
Usman on
quickly
the way.
You could
The
fuck
weight
up Alex
cutting and
Pereira.
how it needs to be fucking addressed. in the
We're going to
UFC.
talk
maybe.
about that. I got to finish this off.
Of
But that
course,
is
yeah.
a topic I would love to talk about with you another time because I am such a big advocate of that.
Yeah.
I really think there's nothing you can do though. Like these guys do it legally. They don't use IVs and they drop the weight to get to their division.
Other than
I
the same
think
day weigh-in, that's the only way, and it puts the UFC at a great
there was a
risk.
fighter, I can't remember the name, and I'm only going to touch on this for 5 seconds because we really got to move on. But
Yeah,
there was a
of course.
fighter who got, it was, I think in Bellator,
Breaking news.
but he was a flyweight who weighed in at 125, and then the day of the
Breaking
fight,
news.
give me a second. Austin, come on.
Breaking
day of the fight.
The day of the fight weighed in at like 142,
Ugh.
which is a
7
lot for
pounds,
flyweight,
right? Yeah.
but it was a certain percentage higher than the weight that you weighed in at to come in at the fight is illegal. And this is the first time it ever happened.
Mhm.
And it's a big leeway. Like you have to weigh like it's this is not right, but it's something like 15% of your body weight to add on the day of the fight is illegal.
Yeah,
And it happened this year. They gave him a no contest even though he won
really.
because he weighed in at a certain amount of weight.
Mhm.
It's the first time it ever happened. I would be in favor of maybe dropping that percentage.
Yeah,
But other than that, there's nothing you can really do.
that's actually a good perspective on it. I never even heard of that.
But that is, I would love to talk about that topic another time because I love that. All right, real quick, what's your breaking news? Better be good. I don't want to hear about
Fuck you.
Jing Liang switching camps
Fuck
again. Give
you.
me some good
Fuck
breaking
you.
news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Fuck you. Dustin Poirier. Fuck you.
That's DP. Fuck you.
Kevin Holland wants to fight in March at San
Yeah.
Antonio. Who do you I want to write a poll. right now, who do you want to see him fight?
I want to see him
Sean
fight Wonder Boy
Strickland.
again.
I want to see Sean Strickland.
I want to see him fight Wonder Boy.
All right,
again.
hang on.
Wonder
Let me. I'm gonna write a poll. Sean Strickland.
I don't think that happens. Let me see the people.
Is
who are
Sean
ranked above
Strickland
him.
middleweight or is he welterweight right now?
Middleweight.
Okay, I know that Kevin Holland's bounced
He used to
around.
fight at welterweight.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna say Stephen Thompson 2, Jorge Masvidal should be in there.
Hang on. Hang on. Wait.
Kevin Holland versus Masvidal.
Hashtag
I would love that.
I would love that.
I'd
UFC
actually like to see that
Sean
as a comeback
Strickland,
fight for Masvidal or
Jorge
a comeback fight for Holland.
Masvidal.
I think that's the fight for him.
I'm just
Steven-
saying you got to throw Connor on this poll. It's not gonna happen, but you should.
I want Connor. I want Connor to fight at welterweight.
and
Versus Chandler.
Chandler,
Connor.
oh my god, that'd be so fucking cool. These
Yeah,
short
great.
little dudes were just hulked up.
Yup.
So I think we should do
up.
every poll. Every poll should be 3 days.
Okay.
No more, no less.
Okay.
3 days. You got that? I'm looking at fucking you. And the
I don't know about
glasses.
every poll, but I'd be down to do
Every
that.
single poll is 3 days. Okay. Thank you.
Trace.
I think
tweeting.
Holland.
We'll see how that tweet does. I
What'd you
like
put?
it. I put. I'll tell you right now. You're not gonna tell me.
I think Holland could be right behind Masvidal.
I
think he'd
put-
be 12th ranked.
I put him at 15 for our own rankings.
Would you? Yeah. Oh, you did put him at 15 for your own rankings. Yeah.
Coming off a loss with a broken hand
You
versus
don't think he
Stephen
beats Luke?
Wonderboy Thompson. Hashtag UFC.
That's a good fight. I'm not sure.
I think it's a good fight. Too.
Enter
Luke's good on the
space.
ground.
Hashtag UFC.
True.
Sean Strickland, Jorge Masvidal, Stephen Thompson, Conor McGregor.
Cool. I like it.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Can I get a drum roll, boys?
Breaking news. No, I'm joking.
The
That
MMA
definitely hurt
Completes
people's ears.
third annual Superlative show final show. Thank you everybody for tuning in and watching with us. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are having as good a time as us. Shout out Mark for coming back to the pod after so long, man. Missed having you on, dude. We are at
Been
the
a full
fight
year.
of the year.
It's been a minute, yeah.
We are at the fight of the year, boys.
It's been a
Did
full
you just see it?
I did not
year.
know.
Since this last Superlatives.
The fight of the year. Now, there is, in my opinion, 4 fights that contest for this. And there's really only 2, but I'm going to shout out the 4 fights.
Wow, we have the Superlatives for 2020,
Yeah, we were.
2021.
That's how we opened up the show. We talked about this Superlatives for last year. Fight of the year last year was Volkanovski Ortega. Amazing fight.
Isn't that?
Amazing fight.
That's a great
Great
fight,
fight.
bro.
Fighter
Great
of the year
Yeah.
was Kamaru Usman. Knockout of the year was Usman knocking out Masvidal.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Wow, and knockout of the year is Edwards. Wow.
Knockout of the year was
Flip flop.
Knockout of the year was Chandler Ferguson.
Flip flop Frank.
Was Chandler Ferguson.
Wow.
Coach of the year was Trevor Whitman. In a superlative,
He might be the most digressed coach.
in a superlative that we talked
Crazy,
about that.
huh?
All his fighters lost this year, which is crazy.
He has no champions anymore.
That's a superlative I didn't do this year that I totally forgot to fucking do. Coach of the year, I did not do this year. Completely miffed it. Is Khabib Nurmagomedov?
Oh yeah,
100%. It's Khabib.
it's Khabib.
I did
Yeah,
not
has
put
to
out
be.
that tweet, but he has to be.
Yeah.
He has
Okay.
one loss.
Fight of the year,
That's
Lost one time this year.
and he drew.
Yeah, whatever.
Fight of the year. There's 4 fights. I'm gonna
Drew.
throw them out here.
Real dope.
Number 4,
Drew.
I have
It's a
Kevin
show.
Holland versus Stephen Thompson. Just happened. I know you're gonna say
bias,
recency
bias
bias.
view.
I know it's
bias.
recency bias, but
Yep.
that was a
Yep.
tremendous fight.
Recency bias, 100%.
Recency.
I'm gonna call you out, just like these people are still calling us out on this tweet.
Number 5. Oh, I said number 4. That was number 5.
Okay.
Number 4, Francis Ngannou versus Cyril Gane. To me, that was a crazy fight because we saw Ngannou start to fucking wrestle.
Yeah.
He did not. Whatever.
Didn't he double leg blast
A
him?
one
He
wrestle
slammed. He double like slammed him, picked him up, and slammed him.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah.
Number
That's John
3.
Jones, brother.
Number 3 is a fight that no one ever talks about, that no one gives a shit about. We watched it live.
Dude, John Jones is twice the fighter Cyril Gane is.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay.
I would agree.
Maybe even 3 times.
I don't know about that.
No.
All around fighter.
Beginning of the
All-around
year,
fighter,
beginning of the
he's
year,
at-
end of the year.
Not beginning of
Minimum.
the year.
Minimum
You might have
twice.
actually- we watched this at Tico's house.
No, he's minimum
Number
twice.
3 fight of the year was Irene Aldana versus Macy Chasen. Now, it's a fight you guys have never heard of, but it is the fight that we saw Chasen get knocked down, 10-8'd in the first round, almost knocked out. And then we saw Aldana take down Chasen and obliterate her 10-8. So we saw 2 10-8s for both fighters in the first 2 rounds. And then it ended in the third round by an up kick, liver kick.
Oh,
One of
God.
the craziest
Do you
fights of the
remember
year,
this?
dude. One of the craziest fights of the year.
I threw up.
It was so
I knew
back
as soon
and
as you
forth,
said
and then
it,
it was
yeah.
one of the craziest knockouts. She was on the ground, and she up kicked into Chasen's liver, and Chasen just fell. Done. Ridiculous. If you guys are watching and you haven't seen that fight, Aldana versus Chasen, give it a replay. It's worth the fucking watch.
It is worth the watch.
It was such an amazing fight. Okay, now we have 2 fights, the only 2 fights that were really in contention, 2 of the greatest fights. I don't know if I'd say greatest fights ever. Like, to
That's
me,
a tough call. to make.
Volkanovski
Yeah.
Ortega is better than both of these fights, but they're 2 amazing fights. Prochazka versus Teixeira and Kamaev versus Burns. Those were the 2 fights of the year.
Are we going around the table?
Kamaev Burns is
Kamaev.
number 1.
Burn.
And I'm
How's
not
that
going to
Teixeira?
question it. I said it, like 20 minutes, but 10 minutes? 10 minutes?
Mhm.
Kamaev Burns.
My burn.
It proves that Burns can stay in the top 5, and it proves that Kamaev is better than a top 5. And it was something that, like, you didn't expect Kamaev to. You thought Kamaev was either going to win real quick or lose by decision. It was just an all-around great fight. Like, it proved it so many aspects where people thought was going to happen, and it didn't happen.
Can't deny it.
You
No,
know, it was.
It's definitely up there.
You say
I would
Kamaev Burns?
much.
Yeah, 100%.
I would.
I
I would.
have to go with that.
I wish that fight went to the ground.
Nobody thought
That's
that
the last
fight
thing
was
I'm
going to
gonna
go the way it did. And
I
I'm
agree.
so
It was
glad
a
it did
really
not
kick-ass
go to the
fight.
ground. And you know what? It showed that Kamaev has a little bit of weakness, I feel like.
Mhm.
You know what I
He was
mean?
knocked down.
He was
He
hurt.
was knocked
bad.
down bad.
Bad.
Burns fucking overhand righted him to the ground.
And no
And he
matter
came
what,
back and won the fight.
Kamaev
Bomb,
was
yeah.
winning the fight no matter what. I
Mhm.
mean, honestly. But there were some moments where a little scary.
And this was going in.
Kamaev got rocked.
Going
It was
into this
scary.
fight,
Kamaev got rocked.
Kamaev had been hit in the UFC 4 times. I was going to say 3, like a handful of times. And he got
4
hit like
times.
90 times in this
We
fight.
hadn't even seen him out of a first round. Yeah, I don't even think.
So,
I did not expect that fight to end the way it did or go the way it did.
So opposite view, you're saying Prochazka versus Teixeira?
Yeah, just because the way it went down, the crowning of a new fucking champ, flipping.
I want to
Literally,
say
like,
something after.
a champ was crowned, and then Prochazka came and fucking stole it.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Rear naked choke on the jiu-jitsu guy who should have won by submission,
Mm-hmm.
who almost did by submission,
Right.
but decided to fucking. He actually almost won by TKO,
Mhm.
but he decided to sit down into a submission
Dude,
to
I
lose
kinda
position.
feel like that fight was scripted.
It-
It looked scripted.
That's how great it was. It looked
Yeah,
scripted.
exactly.
It
was
didn't look like a
nat-
fight.
naturally unnatural
30
feel.
seconds of the fight.
I did not think Prochazka would lose by submission, dude. I mean,
Teixeira.
Yeah, nobody did.
Glover.
Nobody did.
Yeah,
You won some money on that fight.
I know I did. We don't have to talk about that.
No, we don't have to talk about
We
it.
have to talk about it.
What were you going to say? You said you wanted to say one thing?
That's what I wanted to
Okay.
say. I did not. I thought the fight was scripted, dude.
It looked unnatural.
It looked unreal and unnatural.
So here's what I'm going to say. Kamaev Burns.
Over in full
Kamaev
guard and then
Burns
gets flipped. I
was
don't know.
so outrageous from start to finish. It was 15 minutes of not sitting down, standing up the whole time. Both fighters got knocked down. Kamaev got a couple takedowns against the jiu-jitsu world champion, 4-time world champion Gilbert Burns. Kamaev won a squeaky clean fucking finish decision. It was so fucking close. Prochazka Teixeira was a 5-round war. 3-1 Teixeira. Teixeira had multiple submission attempts, like you said. Prochazka submitted a jiu-jitsu expert.
Yeah.
We saw the crowning of Jerry Prochazka, who coming into this fight was like, this guy could be the next fucking big thing. This guy's 3-0, 2-0 in the UFC,
And we saw him get wobbled.
27-3.
Hard. Fucking
I
hard.
wish we would have seen the second one. I was so ready for the fucking second one before Prochazka got hurt. So, between Kamaev and Burns and Prochazka Teixeira, the winner of MMA Complete's Fight of the Year for 2022 is Prochazka Teixeira.
Yeah.
I gave it to Prochazka Teixeira, and I'm going to give
That
you...
hurt your soul. That
I'm
hurt
going
your
to say
soul.
the 2
Master.
reasons.
Look at that picture, though.
I'm going to say the 2 reasons Why?
I like how you put the Twitter in the picture too.
Yeah, right.
Good.
Okay.
No, that's good.
So the two
It
reasons
was
I
followed.
gave it to
MMA
Prashant
Complete
Teixeira,
podcast.
and mind you, for the last 6 months, I've been saying like I think it's Kamaya Burns. But what I did was I rewatched both of these fights like 3 days ago while I was making the decision. The reason I gave this fight to Prashant Teixeira is kind of simple, and I'm going to spell it out to you as, in my opinion, because well, again, this is another one that like it could go either way. I'm not mad at you guys saying Kamaya Burns. One, it was a 5-round championship fight. I think that adds something to it.
Weight on the fucking belt.
Right. Two, it was a fucking last 30-second finish. Like you just don't see that.
In boxing and MMA, well, we did see it a lot in MMA.
We
this
saw
year.
that three
It's more-
times this
It's
year.
more common in MMA
In
than
championship,
boxing.
well, Adesanya Pereira, there was 3 minutes left, but it's
Yeah.
it's relatively the
Still,
same thing,
Yeah.
There's 2.
which is
There was a minute. No, there was under a minute left.
it was 54 seconds for Usman
54
Alvarez.
seconds left.
That's crazy.
And there was like 2 minutes 52 seconds for Pereira Adesanya.
God bless.
All 3 huge championship comeback wins
You want to know what you bet on?
to dethrone the
You want to know what
champion.
you bet on?
Nuts.
Round 3, round 4, round 5 finish.
Yeah, that's the Steve special right there.
Yeah.
So
That is. It's a,
Prashant
cashed out.
Teixeira
He's
takes
cashed
home
out, yeah.
fight of the year. And that is going to do it for the 2022 MMA Complete Superlative show. First of all, boys, it's been a great year. Can't wait
what a great end
for
to
the
year.
4th annual Superlative show at the end of 2023. We want to thank all you guys. This is the last podcast of the year.
This
Lost
is
a
the
year.
last. Isn't that hang on? What a crazy year it's
What a
been.
crazy year.
A wild year, some might say.
We've grown, we've learned, we've conquered. Isn't that is a great outro. We've grown, we've learned, we've conquered.
So for everybody, thank you again for supporting
That
us.
is
We
it.
couldn't do it without you
That is
guys.
it.
Make sure you guys go leave
That
any
is it.
comments you have, any you think we had wrong picks, you think we had right picks, you want to shout out some superlatives for next year, I'd love to hear it. Go tweet at us at complete_MMA. Go follow our Twitch, Complete Sports. Go follow our YouTube, MMA Complete Podcast. Go follow our Facebook, MMA Complete Podcast.
This guy just-
2023, we're getting bigger. We're growing.
That's facts on methamphetamine right there.
We are going to expand in ways that we can't even measure. And it's all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. We will see you guys next year. And I have one thing left to say. MMA Complete on Twitter at complete_MMA. Do you guys want to give me a take for fighter of the year for next year? Can we end it like that?
Oh, yeah. Let's take a guess. Volkanovski.
You gonna say Volk?
Yeah.
Geez, that
You
means
think he's gonna be Islam?
I think he does.
You think
Yeah,
he's gonna be champ?
I think he does.
That's all right.
fighter of the year next year.
Fighter of the year next year.
We got one for Volk. I love that.
I can't pick Volk.
It's respectable.
Adesanya. He's gonna beat
Oh, the
Pereira
comeback
twice.
kid.
Adesanya?
He's gonna come back, beat the belt. Pereira's gonna come back. He's gonna beat him again. He's gonna 3-1 him or 2-1 him in MMA.
Earn his title
you
back.
think
Earn his
Being-
title.
So you think Pereira?
No, I think Adesanya's gonna
you
beat him
know,
twice.
wrong years there.
Yep.
That's not happening. I think that Ilya Tuporia is going to make
Ooh.
moves in the UFC next year.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yep, I am. I am going to say him. I am going to say Ilya Tuporia.
This is great because we're all gonna have different answers.
No, that's what I wanted. That's what I do think Alex Volkanovski.
I think he could very, very well.
Either
become
Volkanov-
Pull it
champ.
off. Double champ.
I think
For
Pereira
me,
could
Kamaev.
become.
Volkanovski or Kamaev.
I think
I'm
Pereira
going to
could
say
become champ.
Kamaev.
Yeah.
I think Khamzat Kamaev
Ooh.
That's a
will
great
be
shout.
the fighter of the year next year. And here's the only thing that I think that he becomes champ next year.
Oh, fuck.
I
Bold
think-
statement.
That he somehow fights Pereira or Adesanya in, the summer.
He could be a champ.
Listen, if Adesanya gets his rematch against Pereira, then maybe Kamaev doesn't do it. But I think he beats either one of them. I think he beats Adesanya or Pereira. I don't
Really?
think it matters at middleweight.
I don't think it matters.
And then in December of next year, we see Pereira Usman for the welterweight title.
No. Pereira.
Oh, I'm changing my pick. I'm so changing my pick. I don't care what you guys have to say. It's not going to be fucking
Johnny
Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh,
Fighter of the
Johnny.
year next year will be John
All right,
Jones.
change mine. All right, no, change mine to Chimaev then. Change mine to Chimaev.
Cool shot.
Change mine to Chimaev. John Jones is going to be the fighter of the year when he comes back and he beats Ngannou in July. It's going to be around the 4th of July, around there.
What are you saying? Who?
John Jones is going to beat Ngannou
He's
around
going to beat
4th
him
of
in
July.
March.
No, it's going to be around 4th of July. We all know this.
It's gonna take more time than just March.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen in March.
I think it is.
Nah,
He's already
no,
said. Listen,
no.
they've already said that if Ngannou doesn't fight Jones in March, it's going to be Blades versus Jones.
Ooh.
July. It's going to happen. in
yeah, but
July.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think either of them are gonna be
Oh
ready.
my
They've
God,
been
I
making
wanna
too
see
much
Jones
bullshit
fight again.
already. I
It's
feel like
either
not gonna happen.
July or December, dude.
Why haven't they come out with it already? You know what I mean?
I get it.
I don't know.
I definitely think July or September.
I think
December,
it's
dude.
yeah. I
I
think
think we're going to go another like 6, 7, 8, 9
You go
months
another
without
year.
Jones.
I think
Zach.
summertime. I
Year.
think summertime is a lot better, but I
I
don't
can't
think.
handle it, man. I've been
Another-
waiting 2
think
years.
about it.
But you
A
know
year
what?
from
They waited
now-
this long, they can wait a little bit
A
longer.
year from
They've been
now,
doing it
we
long
could be
enough.
2 weeks from Ngannou and John Jones fighting.
Do you think Jones?
Like
is
2
getting
weeks
on the
ago
slide?
from now. You know what I mean? From a year from now, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like December 15th, 7th.
Superlatives right after Jones and Ngannou would be nuts.
That would be crazy.
That would fuck up a lot of lists.
Yeah,
We need to do more
for
tweets
you.
of John Jones and Ngannou, dude, because I'm telling you,
That's
if
gonna
we
be
keep
the
doing
big
tweets
thing next
when
year.
that fight actually happens,
Right.
I
Oh,
think
it'll be
that's when your tweets blow up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
John Jones and Ngannou, 2023, the fight that needs to happen.
It does need to.
All right.
Fight of the century.
I want to thank everybody again for coming on and being a part of this year. We've had a great year. Next year will be even better. I want to
Cool.
thank all the
Yeah,
fans.
Mark, you got to be here for next year.
fans.
Thank you guys for
Sure.
having me.
Sure.
For sure. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And I want you guys to go give us a follow on our Twitter, @complete_MMA. And that's going to do it. We will see you guys next year. All that shit.
All that
Boom.
Boom.
All that shit.
Boom, we're not live.
Boom. We
We're-
are live. We're gaining
We're
gaining
right.
traction. We're climbing up the mountain, as you would say it.
We are.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
All right. I want to go grab some beers, so we are going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, again for tuning
think we
in,
already
and
ended
we
it.
will see